So let's start a new project. We're going to call this one TIE Fighter tutorial. We're going to keep the settings 2K relative to parent. Just hit OK. And then we're just going to save this. And now we can rename this file. So we have the global file is called TIE Fighter tutorial, but then we're going to name all the graphs. So we're going to first make one called base. Going to copy, paste, and name the next one wings. We're going to keep going. And one called bar. And then finally one called windows. So the next thing we'll do here is to import our model files. I'm going to drag and drop these on the tutorial SPS file, and they're going to show up in this resources. This message, it's asking if we want to use them as UDIM files. It's because we have UVs stretching across 0 to 1. It's like touching the edges. And here we're importing our PSD file we made earlier. And we're just going to uncheck the top so we only get the layers of the file and not the composite. We can step through them here so we can see we have our bolts, shape layers, slats. Yeah, everything is here. And the ref file we don't really need, but save your file. And the next step is we're going to open the base mesh here. We drag this from the other screen. We're going to bake the model information, and we can uncheck the Windows material because we only need this this tiling material here. And we're going to pick opacity mask from mesh and use low mesh as high as well. And we're just going to bake that. And it shows up here in our resources folder. We're going to close that and go into wings and do the same thing. Bake model information. This one only has one material, so we don't need to do any unchecking up here in the top left corner. So we're going to pick the same opacity mask from mesh, sorry. And then start render. And close this bake window, and now we have them both in here. We can double click base and the wings. And then we just save our project. And we can see here in our folder that those two meshes show up, or those two texture files.